Hey, what's up dudes? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. Today we have some interesting news about the Resident Evil Chapter 2 chapter that's coming for Dead by Daylight. I still don't know what we're calling that. Are we calling it Resident Evil 2? Resident Evil Chapter 2? I don't know. Project W? Whatever we want to call it. Either way, we have some interesting information about that, a little bit of information about the anniversary event, and I'm going to give you my opinion on whether or not we actually needed a Resident Evil Chapter 2 and what that means and what that does for the game in the future. So, to get into this video, let's go ahead and cover the news that we actually have for the anniversary event first. So, according to dbdleaks, there's also an offering for 106% blood points in this year's anniversary event. So, apparently, we're all getting a holy crap ton of blood points, which is great. That's always cool. Small piece of information there, but that's what it is. And now, we move on to the big information about the Resident Evil Chapter 2. There's a new item for survivors linked to Wesker's power called Infection Remover. Should be obvious what it does. And, well, that is pretty obvious in what it does, Infection Remover. Now, the only thing that worries me about that is it sounds very similar to what we have to do for Nemesis already, which is remove the T-virus, whatever it's called. I don't exactly remember. But, you know, you're getting the syringe from the crates, the chests, to remove the virus. And, well, that's basically how it goes and what you do. So, a little bit worrying there that they're staying way too close to something that we already have with Nemesis, literally in the Resident Evil Chapter 1 chapter. Chapter 1 chapter. We really need to find a name for this. But I'm still excited nonetheless. I think it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with this chapter, and seeing how they handle it. And, you know, it's the first time we've ever gotten an add-on chapter for a chapter that's already happened. So, 2 chapters set in the same universe and the same license. That's pretty crazy. But to go on to what I really wanted to talk about in this video is what that means for the game, right? What that does for the game. Resident Evil Chapter 2 for Dead by Daylight with Wesker, a fan favorite character. The first time it's ever happened, that's huge. Did we need it? Yeah, I think we actually did need this. We did need, finally, an add-on chapter for a chapter we've already gotten, especially a license, because that opens up so many things. If you look at a chapter that we got that didn't really have a whole lot to it that deserves a chapter 2, it's the Evil Dead chapter with Ash versus Evil Dead with Ash Williams. We only got Ash in that chapter. I've speculated, I've made entire videos on it before, that we need another chapter. We could get Pablo and Kelly and a Kandarian demon, probably the Electric Boy. I don't remember his name from Ash vs. Evil Dead. Or we could go further back and get Cheryl and one of the other people from the earlier Evil Dead movies, of which I do not remember the names, and get, you know, Henrietta. Yeah, or we could go with Army of Darkness and get Arthur or Henry the Red, I think that's his name, and get Evil Ash. You know, even though we have the Evil Dead game, I think it would still be really cool to get an add-on to the Evil Dead chapter to bring in a Kandarian demon of some kind. And I mean, it goes further back than that. I mean, getting the original Freddy in the game, Hellraiser, adding the female Pinhead, adding the different Cenobites. Like, there's so many different things that they could do as far as add-on chapters go that licensing may prohibit in some way, shape, or form, but there could be a way around it. All I know is I'd love to see more add-on chapters like this for chapters that deserve it and could work well with that. I mean, if Stranger Things was still a thing, there's in Dead by Daylight, there could be a few different things that they could bring in from that, but unfortunately, thanks Netflix, it's not. So I think this is a really good thing for Dead by Daylight. I think this is huge. And not a lot of people actually realize it, the amount of things that they could go back and make a chapter 2 for. I'm super excited. I don't know how I feel about it starting with Resident Evil. I'm not the biggest fan of Resident Evil, but I am glad it happened, and if it had to happen with Resident Evil, so be it. Well, I want you guys to let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. I'm very interested to hear what you guys have to say. What other chapter 2s would you like to see for pre-existing licensed chapters in Dead by Daylight? Let me know that in the comments down below. Give me your theories and characters and maps and powers that they could have for these Chapter 2 add-ons. Like, don't just give me one, list them all. You know, all the ones that you think deserve a Chapter 2. Let me know in the comments down below. But that's going to do it for me, dudes. Thank you so much again for watching. My name is Tooten. I've been your host, and I will see you dudes next time. Peace out.